Hey everyone, welcome to Q&Andy, the show where I don't know what's coming. The questions are provided by you, the listener. Producer Mike, what do we got?
Well, first, thank you to everybody who sent in questions. A couple ways to do it as a reminder for the future. You can find us on socials. We're at Serve Podcast. You can also email them to askandy@servepodcast.com or just go to servepodcast.com. And right there at the top of the page, click Ask Andy, submit your question. Because Andy, I think us ribbing everyone is actually working, because this week, every single question is a video question.
Oh, I was going to ask how the videos were going. Is it still a tragic state of affairs? But we got videos.
We're doing it.
Yes.
So thank you.
Okay.
Thank you, everybody.
Good job.
And first, we're gonna thank Scott by playing his video question. Scott, thanks for DMing this. Sean, give it a go.
Hey, Andy, this is Scott in Charlotte, brave enough to send you a video submission for Q&Andy. I just finished up a ball machine session. It's part of my routine on days when I have matches. My question to you is, on your match days, did you have certain routines, physical warm-ups, things that you ate that you did each match day? I've been winning recently, so I've been maybe a little stitious, not changing up my routine, wondering if you had any superstitions based on how you were playing to maybe get some karma, some mojo going into your matches. Thanks so much. Bye.
I like the little stitious reference. You know I'm a fan of that one. I'm not superstitious. I'm just a little stitious.
I've been getting
Scott,
dubs.
well, congrats on the apparent heater that you got rolling there. Good job. For me, it was match days are tough with warm up because hopefully you're playing at a club or somewhere where you get like a set match time. So I loved a 1 o'clock start because then you could make sure you had eaten and you had an hour and a half or 2 hours to digest and everything was kind of dialed. On tour, if your third match after one, you're kind of just guessing as best you can along the way. But for me, I was like insane about routine. I needed to control something. I wasn't like we'll warm up just as much as we warm up or whatever. I was like hydrated the night before, woke up, would eat right away. I knew that the closer the match got, the less I was going to want to eat for nerves. So I would try to pound like a big meal at night and in the morning. But as far as the actual warm up, it also depended on weather, right? If we were in Cincinnati and it was 102 degrees, I wasn't going to go burn a 35-minute warm up, right? So if I was feeling good and I was in the semis, finals or something, I would go up and warm up for 12 or 13 minutes, right? I would literally not be working on stuff, but just quite literally warming up so that your body was kind of familiar. But it changes, if you're searching for something, maybe the warm up is a little bit longer. If you saw me warm up for 12 minutes, that meant that I felt pretty good and that you could potentially be in trouble. But for me, it was big on sleep, obviously big on diet, pounding food when I felt like I could. Maybe you don't deal with nerves. It might not be the same thing, but I did. So I knew that I was just going to be trying to like grind a bar or a banana before I went on. So I wanted that kind of, I didn't want to go into like a calorie deficit. So for me, but it was the same stretching routine before I went and hit, the same sort of stuff all the time. Just the length of the warm up is the only thing that kind of changed.
Dude, I hang out with you sometimes, and I see you stretch and you start a clock for how long you want to stretch for. Did you do that when you played? I mean, I started doing it because I'm like, I'm not going to stretch for 5 seconds and have it be effective. But
yeah, I'm weird. My wife tells this story that, excuse me, that when I retired, she would, and this is, I guess, how we're just as tennis players trained on a schedule. She'd be like, well, what do you have today? And I'd be like, oh, I have a workout at 1. And she'd be like, oh, okay. And then, she'd come back like an hour or two later. She's like, oh, is your strength coach, is Lance going to come over? And I'm like, no. She's like, well, what's at 1? I'm like, well, that's when I'm working out. She goes, with anyone or you're just, I go, no, that's what I've scheduled for myself. And she's like, you're a psycho. She's like, who does it on off day? Like schedules like a 1 o'clock. So yes, I put a timer when I stretch. So, and it's also this weird like OCD thing. Like if I stretch the left side for a minute, I want to make sure I stretch the right side for a minute. Right. And I want it to be even.
Smart. It's probably smart.
It may be. I will tell you though, one of my coaches, and this is a side tangent. We're never going to get through this episode if I keep telling stories. But no. But Jimmy Connors was, he's pretty OCD, right? He would drive the same way to the courts, even if it took a half hour longer, right? Like he would take different things. And if you all remember him playing, he used to tap his feet, like when he was walking. And I was like, what are you doing? He's like, oh, I'm counting. They have to be even.
Oh my God.
Yeah. But if you think about Rafa too, with his water bottles and with, like you saw in the documentary, like there's a little bit of that in us, this routine, this thing, this kind of control in the face of not having any control type thing. I think that's very prevalent in tennis players.
Oh, wow. That's actually, I didn't know that about Connors. Next up, we have one. This kind of fits a little bit. We have, was it Gabriel emailed this to us? Sean?
Hi, Andy and Surf Team. This is Gabe from Venezuela. I wanted to ask you, during your professional career, how much would you say your mindset, your mentality, and your psychology played a role in the success you had? As somebody that wants to become a sports psychologist one day, I am very interested in hearing from you, former #1 in the world and Grand Slam champion, and maybe learn something. Also, it's May 22nd, the day I'm recording this, my birthday. So if you can please wish me a happy birthday, I will highly appreciate it. Thank you so much.
May 22nd.
All right, guys, let's get our cute little voices ready. You ready? Happy birthday to you. We can't do the whole thing. Happy birthday, Gabe.
May 22nd. You must have snail mailed it. What's up with that, Ella?
Yeah, was this like did he send a hard drive? What
apologies, Gabriel from Ella and the team for not seeing this sooner.
Yeah, he's like, we're closer to my next birthday at this point. Yeah, so the mental side of it is obviously like a nuanced question there. Yeah, I don't know. I was good at certain parts of it. I didn't really worry about the stuff going on around me. I didn't really get psyched out by, a semi or a final or whatever. I at that point, I felt like I had found it. I was insane about preparation. And if I didn't feel prepared, then I could get in my own head. Certainly, the one thing that I think is maybe undertaught is that, and this might fly in the face of everything that you're being taught as a sports psychologist, I think you can get on with your work when you're in a bad mood or in a bad place. I've said it on this, and I was good at that, right? I was good at, losing the 2009 Wimbledon final. And then, when I got back and had 4 days, getting back to work, even though I didn't feel great about anything. I was pretty good at that. I think you can put in work to get the work in, not because it's the first thing that you want to do that day or you're in the best place mentally. I think I say that sometimes and people are like, well, how do I get in the best place mentally? I'm like, if you play for, if you're on tour for 15 or 20 years, I don't think you're going to be in the best place mentally every day, but I think there's value in your body doesn't know if, a week later after a track workout, I don't think it knew if you were in the, having the warm and fuzzies during that track workout. I think it just knows if you were putting in the yards. So I was good at that part of it. I was good at showing up most days. I was good at competing most days. But I think it's okay to look at it like a job sometimes. I think that's fine. It's like after the US Open, I'm playing in Bangkok somewhere. Do I feel just as excited as I would going into Wimbledon or the US Open? No. Absolutely not. Do you still have a responsibility and a respect to show up and do your best and compete and treat it as big as you can possibly treat it? Absolutely. So I think I was good at those parts of it. I was kind of obsessed with the notion that I had to do all of the little things correctly because I was never going to hit a ball like Rafa or move or, accept pace like Roger. So I was pretty obsessed, but I think I got mental clarity from preparation.
Can I ask an extension of this? Because I do find it interesting. We talked to Mira in a recent episode, and she referenced her psychologist, a couple times. A lot of these players are now traveling with sports psychologists or using them regularly. How prevalent was that, when you were coming up? And are we seeing this as something that is a real value add, as valuable as a really good strength and conditioning coach?
Yeah, I think I like now that I feel like people used to use the same sports psychologists, and it wasn't as if they were traveling all the time. So I used to get kind of annoyed because it used to feel, and I'm sure we're going to get someone who goes, that's not the way I did it. I get it. I'm just saying my perception of what happened was that, these sports psychologists would like release videos and then they would teach all of their people the same things. It's like count to 10, say woo-saw and rub your earlobe. Like is it the same for Pete that it is for Mac, that it is for Andre when you have three entirely different personalities? I think I like it now when Mira's talking about it or when other people are using sports psychologists, but it feels very personal. That I think is, at least from outside looking in, feels like a change that I would kind of gravitate towards more than going to someone for a half hour, once every 2 weeks and having them run through, the same thing that they tell everyone. Maybe that was just my experience, which wasn't a great one. But I think it's probably come a long way. And frankly, players can afford more people on their staff now.
Mm. Next question is from Chambers, and he emailed us this one.
My question to you, Andy, is what made makes Larry Stefanki such a good coach? Give me one or two qualities of his that makes him stand out above all these other coaches.
Well, Larry's great, and there are many, many good coaches, so I'm sure a lot of them do the same things. Larry was great at timing, which I would be terrible at as a coach, right? someone comes off the court, and if I had to get something out, Mike knows this just from working with me. If I needed to say something and get something out, it has to come out. And I don't think that's great as a coach, right? I think you have to deliver the information when someone's ready to receive it. He was brilliant at that. He was great at seeing the game through his players' eyes and what they did well versus, the way that he used to see it, which was hit half of a chip forehand and just run in and bluff your way into the net as fast as possible. That's not the way he taught. It was dependent on who his person was. He didn't flood you with all of the information. He would get in little sound bites when he felt like you were open to doing it. He was very good about talking through what you were going to do in a training session or a match the night before nerves had set in, before you were kind of in your full flow of routine. So he was kind of a master at those small things on when to inject information. Bottom up was always the thing with him. You can't start a point until your legs are ready to go. So all of these little things that he was able to take these big concepts and maybe simplify a little bit. But his timing was with when he delivered information was a superpower.
You said bottom up. Was he sneaky good at just getting minute detail work into in a way that was easy to digest?
Yeah, it was. Okay, so I'll give one example and then we'll move on. And I'm sure all the chuckers are going to be writing this down because it's gold.
Yeah.
But forever I felt, if you saw early in my career, my backhand was rough. But I would always kind of have my right foot all the way across my left foot and would be kind of flipping at backhands, right? And the footwork was okay. Jimmy Connors helped me relax my elbows. He's soften your elbows and bring them into your rib cage. That really helped my stroke production. But with the footwork piece, it never really felt natural to that side. Larry Stefanki fixed 7 things with one note, right? He said, when you're moving to your backhand side, he goes, I want you to feel like the ball is always tracking towards your back instep, right? So as the ball's coming at you, if it's coming towards if I'm going to a backhand and I'm a righty, if it's coming towards your left foot in your left instep, you're normally in good position to hit it, right? And so that means if you're on an open stance, you can play it open off the left side, and then if you have time, it's still tracking towards your left instep, but then you can step in with the right foot also. And that made so much sense to me so quickly, where all of a sudden I had something that I could work with immediately. And it's so the way he says things and explained it were very simple. And then it fixed 6 other things with footwork, and it made sense. So as my backhand got better, unfortunately, I had a injury. I couldn't really hit a forehand anymore. So that was a challenge for him.
That's pretty great, actually. That'll help a lot of people.
Yeah.
Next up, this is from Bagel NYC. It's 2 people asking you 3 questions. So be ready to write them down.
Hey, I'm Sam. I'm Michael. We're from Bagel NYC. And we're here today at Wimbledon Court at Central Park in New York City. We got 3 questions for you. So the first one is, how many times did you bagel someone on the pro tour? We actually did a little homework on this, and we do know the answer, but we're curious if you might know.
Our second question is, what was your most memorable bagel?
And the last question, what's your bagel order?
I have no idea how many times I bageled someone on tour. I got to think not many, because I didn't break that often. I had a couple at the Open. I don't know, 5 or 6 times, maybe. Do we know that? Do they
Like,
know the
like
answer to
are
that?
they saying like fully bageled, like if through a whole
Like 6-0.
match?
6-0.
Like
No,
6-0,
just
6-0?
No, just one.
No, 6-0 set. Never,
Yeah,
you
yeah,
never
yeah.
win a match.
That's what I'm saying.
No. I mean, that happened to Medvedev this year in Monte Carlo, and it's the worst thing that could ever happen to someone.
I'm trying to look. I see that you did. Nope.
No, I didn't. I never won 6-0 because I couldn't break serve that many times. Like breaking serve 3 times in 1 set, get the fuck out of here.
No, we'll have to ask them.
What's gonna happen?
We'll have to ask them to submit it. Doesn't look
Give
like
us
we
the
did the
answer.
research either.
Give us the answer.
Wait a minute. So they didn't provide the answer that they
Did
said they
tell
knew.
us
They're
the
just
answer on the
testing
back
us.
end of the thing?
No.
Oh. All right.
right.
Well, we probably should have looked that up.
Yeah.
This is where. Okay, hold on.
This is where.
Watch, Mike's going to come back with the answer right now. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Great, thank you.
Fuck.
Most memorable bagel? I don't. Obviously, I don't think about it much because I can't really remember it. I remember when I get bageled, like that sucked. But I honestly don't remember.
In 2002 in Sydney, round of 16, Bondan, you beat him 6-0, 6-4. There you go. There's one.
Nope. Okay, we're not going to do this.
Nope.
I don't know.
What I found.
Bagel order. Gosh, I'm a bit of a purist. Just some sloppy cream cheese on something is fantastic. Like, but like not like the New York where they'd kind of flip it on and then they smash it all in. That's what I want. That's what I think I'm going with.
All in.
Yeah. So if it's just a bagel, then I'm going purist. If it's a sandwich, then I'm going Asiago also.
Oh,
how's that feel?
I'm a big Asiago guy.
You're a big Asiago guy?
Big
Fucking
Asiago.
knew it.
Can't
Sean?
wait for New York.
Sesame. Sean, what do you-
Sesame every time.
You're sesame.
Yeah.
Is there truth to the fact that if you eat too many sesame seeds, you can test positive for stuff?
I just watched that Seinfeld episode the other day.
Yeah.
Elaine gets
yeah. Who was
Yeah, I
that?
don't know.
What was that?
I never had sesame only for that reason because I didn't know if it was true or not. I'm like, probably not worth it.
That's hilarious.
I think you have to eat an insane amount of sesames to make that happen.
I don't know. If you catch a bagel run, maybe you're just banned.
Believe it or
ITA
not.
is fucking all over you.
Believe it or not, that wasn't our random question of the day. Play the animation, Sean.
Time for the random question of the day.
This one is from Cyrus. Well, it's from Cyrus's mom because he's 8 years old. Play it.
Hi, Mr. Andy. When you were commentating for Wimbledon, was it hard not to say some words that I'm not allowed to say?
Oh, Cyrus. Thank you. Cyrus's mom. That's the nicest way you could possibly say. See, you can do it on TV. Why don't you do it here? Cyrus, you're the man. Thanks for sending in a video for us. No, it wasn't that hard, which is probably a lesson. I have done lots of live TV over the years and have never gotten in trouble, knock on wood. So I don't know. I think I do it here more for emphasis than anything. Cyrus, I'm a sucker for a kid. Let's Cyrus send in your address and we'll send you a hat or a shirt or whatever we have. We never have anything in stock because it sells out, but we'll send you something. Is that a deal?
Yeah, we can make that happen. We'll email his Cyrus's mom and make that happen.
Perfect. Thanks for sending in the video, Cyrus. I will get better. I'm going to try to get better so that you can listen to the show more often. And as I tell my kids, you can say whatever you want when you're paying your own rent. What else we got, Mike?
That's it, man. Appreciate everybody sending in. As a reminder, you can DM us at Served Podcast on socials. Email us at askandy@servedpodcast.com or go to servedpodcast.com at the top of the page. And as a reminder, the bracket challenge is coming up. Go to served.bracket.tennis. Hit that reminder button, add it to your calendar. We're about like some 20-some days out, Andy.
Oh my God. You're plugging you're talking about the US Open?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oof.
You got to watch all this tennis so you can know who's dialed in.
You are on it. You're very excited.
I am pretty excited.
All right. Well, yeah. Sign up for the bracket challenge. It's in 6 months, and we'll see you next week.
And we'll figure out how many times you bageled somebody, because we probably should have figured it out.
Yeah, just edit that in. Just don't leave out my edit part where we didn't know. All right. We'll see you next week.